Hello, 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 microphone check. Hey guys, sorry for the shaky start. Apparently when you have something scheduled on this thing, it only gives you a limited amount of time. And then they go ahead and say, can't do it this time, let's try again. So let's talk about some glory days. Wait, let me keep that going. Hey, so I just want to first off just mention on how grateful that I have been so far, having so many people get back to me and want to jump on this thing. And what I had to do, though, I had everybody lined up, and now I got to reboot it and re-invite the gang. So if you're on board and you want to jump on board, I'm going to copy the link, and I'm going to paste it right here, and jump on board and join me. I'm going to chat it up for a bit. And I wanted to say, you guys can sing the song, right? David Calley in the house. Hey, I wanted to say I'm thinking about doing this again on either Friday or Saturday. Comment below on which one sounds best for you. I don't know. We may end up doing both. We'll see how it all plays out. I have a couple people are jumping on board. So I just wanted to say, everyone that's been on the show so far, I really do appreciate the time you spent, and I didn't anticipate it running as long as it has been. So we're going to go ahead and keep this one right around, 1.5, 2 hours, if everybody wants to hang out that long. And this whole idea is about. I'll be honest with you, I was trying to do it for myself so that I can kind of get through some hard times and being able to connect with you guys and also with family. And I'm just so grateful that the feedback has been positive and everyone else is saying, hey, I'm getting therapy too. I know Mr. Vradenburg was on board for quite a while and catching up. I took off. He was with the Nathan Nursery. And so I take off, and I had to go do some caregiving stuff with my wife and come back. And I thought it had been canceled for a while. And I see Dave Vradenburg over here smiling, laughing. And I come back, and you guys are smoking out on a pipe. What happened there? What was going on? How you doing, Dave?
Yeah, doing well. No, it was a lot of fun, man. It was a lot of fun to catch up. Honestly, I don't know how it was like 5 hours long, but that was amazing. Right?
I didn't anticipate that one, to be honest with you. Well, it was like right at 2 hours, and I had to bounce to go help Rachel out. And Shane Gentry said, don't worry, I'll just, whenever we hang up and close the thing out. And so I set this up for kind of like, and with intentions of it being like the WiLDCaT show. It's not like the YeNDoR'S show, but it's like the WiLDCaT show. And sometimes if I have to bounce out and come back in, you guys are just like hanging out at the bar or wherever you guys hang out, kind of thinking of just a social setting. And it was kind of cool to just kind of sit back and be a fly on the wall and listen how everybody kind of gets reacquainted and the social aspect of it psychologically. So you're up in Toronto, right? I'm going to kind of ease into it today, and rather than pop 5 people on board at the same time. So what's going on with you today, Mr. Vradenburg? Class of '92, Vradenburg. Let's mention that part.
That's right, man. It's been a long time.
Vic Settle says, "What's up, cuz?" Hey, Victor. Come on board, brother, if you're up for chatting, and we'll get you in the stream. Just click the chat screen right there, and then I'll Mr. Calley. Remember Dave Calley? He says, what's up? I had him in math class. He used to always help me with my math. Thank you, Dave. I think I got to be because of you. So I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead, man.
No, it's all good. Like, I think it's been great to sort of like see everybody and where everyone's at. There's Facebook, which has all of the, you get people's updates and feeds and, things that they're doing, but to actually like interact face to face and like chat, like it's different and it's nice. It's wonderful,
Yeah, I'm just gonna put this stream up here again. Yeah, I don't know if you caught like on the before you came on. I think the last time I did this, but I was basically just kind of. I thought that this was the year of just being able to get out of my own isolation, because I'm through my situation I'm going through with Rachel's recovery and being able to go see family and friends and and everything just kind of fell. You know what I mean? It's like, all right, when I thought I shouldn't have said anything, you know what I mean? I shouldn't have jinxed it. But Yeah, and I'm just glad this is all playing out in the world of technology. I'm glad this all happened now and not like even like 2 or 3 years ago. We wouldn't have been able to do this, I don't think, you know.
Yeah.
What does Brandon Smith have to say about all that, Brandon?
Ooh, what's up,
man? You know how we love a man in uniform. What's up, brother?
I'm working right now. How's everybody doing?
Good. We got Vradenburg on the horn right now, and I had to restart the thing because I guess when you schedule something on here, then if you wait for a period of time, they kind of kick you off, and you've got to reschedule it. So it is a little bit of a trial and error situation here. But so what are you heading out to, man? What's going on with you?
I'm just working a little bit of overtime right now and trying to help make ends meet since Tara's out of work, and doing a little extra time.
We got the 1992 vibe going on now. So do you feel like Iron Man with that outfit on? I mean, the uniform. I said if I try to punch you in the chest, I'd probably break my hand. Does it feel like you're a linebacker or something, or what?
Yeah, I mean, it feels like you're just a little bit extra padded, and
yeah.
I mean, not that the years haven't extra padded me, but it's a little extra weight, a little bit lack of movement and things like that. But overall, it's not that big of a deal. I've been doing it long enough that it seems like a normal, everyday thing for me.
And for someone who's just watching for the first time and hasn't seen you in a bit, I know you talked about what you do the last time we met up on this, but you want to give them just a little bit of a brief rundown on what your daily life is all about?
Sure. You want the full history since high school, or you want just the last 2-3 years?
It's up to you. I mean, you can whatever you want to share, man. You can do just last, I don't know, you can do 30 years in 3 minutes if you want.
All right. I'll try to knock that out fairly quick. As you all know, we all graduated class of 92, Taft Union High School, go Wildcats. I went off to junior college there in Taft. You know, I went a long ways away to go to school. Spent a couple of years there, went to Bakersfield for a very short period of time to live with heck, I think there was several of us. There was Bobby, Vandy, Art, Gup maybe even was there. It seemed like there was 12 people that lived there, even though there was, I think, only 4 that paid rent. So lived there for a little while. Then I decided I had to make a decision in my life. Either go back to college, find a job to support a family, or join the military. And I went off to join the U.S. Army, where I worked as a bomb squad technician for 4 years.
Wow.
Spent most of my time all here in the United States. Luckily and fortunately, I never had to get deployed and go overseas. At the time, I was frustrated that I got out and didn't actually go overseas and go to war. But now that I'm older and wiser, I'm grateful that I didn't have to do that.
Yeah.
From there, I left the military where I was stationed in Oklahoma, and I came back to California, moved up to the Bay Area, and worked with my brother-in-law, Ty Penny, up here at the Oakland shipping terminal.
Yeah.
I did that for about 3 years until I got hired on with the City of Berkeley Police Department, where I've been for the past 18 years. Been married to Tara Penny from our class as well.
Yeah.
Been married for, hopefully she's not listening because I'll probably screw this up.
Hey, as long as you get the date right, not the year, but at least you get the date right,
yeah. Right? 23 years into this month, May 31st. And we have a son who's turning 21 on this Saturday. Is
he wrestling too? Is your son wrestling?
So he did wrestle all the way through high school. He's now in college.
Yeah.
He's not wrestling in college. The college that he chose is Cal State Maritime Academy up here in the Bay Area, which is actually the same school that Ty Penny went through.
Yeah.
And so he's going to school there. He's a junior there, turning 21 this weekend. We had plans to go partying, and they all got canceled because of the corona.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
we have a daughter who's 19, just turned 19 last month. She's going to junior college, living at home currently.
Gotcha, man. See, Dave, see how good that was? So, see?
Yeah.
Now you're you got the ball rolling. So
now I know.
Then it shows you how it's done.
All
See,
right.
that was 2 minutes and 58 seconds, right underneath the wire. Hey, we got one more person on board who wants to say, hey, here's Dave Calley from Mr. Dennis's class. You remember when you used to help me with my math?
What's up,
Callie?
I remember helping a lot of you with your math.
Yeah. I was like, Callie.
Few of them aren't on right now.
I was like, Callie, help me. Hey, what's going on, Mr. David Calley?
You know, just settling in from work. Time to crack open a nice cold beer.
There you go. Hey, let's get back to Vradenburg, though. I want to get at the scoop with Vradenburg for whoever missed one of the previous episodes of what went down. With extended, it was like a telethon almost. I didn't really plan on it playing out that way, but I get back thinking it's been over for hours, and they're discussing their grandpa's pipes or something. What was that all about, Dave?
Yeah, I know Murph and I were just sort of like shooting it, you know, talking about all the different things, and I think discovering.
Don't lie, you guys were geeking out about cigars and pipes.
I mean, if you can call it. So, you know, Murph was geeking out about cigars. I don't think I know enough to geek out about cigars, but it was certainly a lot of fun. Anyways,
he had the long pipe that like a grandpa pipe. What do you call those pipes? What do you call those?
I call it my Gandalf pipe, but
Gandalf pipe.
Yeah.
You don't know if that's the actual name for it, though.
No, I don't think it is. Murph had some name for it, like a church pipe or something like that.
Gotcha, man.
Yeah. So I don't know, like 30 years and 3 minutes. I think. You know, after high school, I went to live with my dad for a few years.
Yeah.
Up near Visalia sort of area. Tulare, Visalia, Fresno. I was going to junior college for a couple of those years, but wasn't really focused, having a tough time sort of just knowing what I wanted to do. Spent, you know, I think I finally decided that I was going to drop out because I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I got hooked into my dad's church and sort of interested in that. Gave my life to Christ and all that, and
awesome.
Ended up in an organization called YWAM. So I went up to British Columbia, did a discipleship training school in BC. That's where I met my future wife. We did our school together. Traveled around a bit with that. Went to Fiji. Went to Guyana, South America. Spent some time off the coast of British Columbia, a small native reserve for a little while. That was a lot of fun. And then I think 99, we looked. There
you are, Callie. I thought we lost you for a minute there.
Oh, yeah.
Minute up to Dave there. Briefly. All right, he's teasing us. Stay on board, man. We'll get to you, man.
Take your time. Take your time. It's good to hear.
Over here.
It's good to hear you guys, man. It's good to hear you guys and hear how everybody's doing.
He was just teasing us. He was bouncing, but then he came back. You see that? I'm sorry. Go ahead, Dave.
No, that's all right. So yeah, we spent time in YWAM, a couple of years in YWAM, sort of doing different things. I was on staff with them for a little while, and then my wife and I decided that we were going to get married. We were going to end up in California, and then we were thinking that we might head off to Australia, but we ran into immigration issues, and she wasn't allowed to come into the U.S. after we got married. We didn't apply correctly or whatever, so we ended up coming to her hometown. The church that she was at offered us a position as the youth pastors there. So we kind of felt like God opened the door for us to go do that. We did that. 7 years we spent youth pastors there. All along, I was sort of always dabbling in technology, had an interest in technology, computer programming and stuff. I ended up, so I sort of decided to, after 7 years, to make a change. I went into full-time computer programming consulting, building websites for people and supporting that, supporting, cell phone technologies and all that sort of stuff.
So we can plug your website capabilities. Your creative. Do you want a quick plug on your website? So even went out there and needs one done, or what?
No, I don't do that.
Are you overloaded with work to?
Yeah, I don't have the capacity to do any more than I am. So
yeah, just checking.
Yeah. So I ended up at a consulting shop where I did a lot of sort of like mobile app development and stuff like that. And I met my sort of now business partner there as well. While we were there, we decided that we wanted to start a company. So we started. I started 2 companies actually. One using sort of IBM Watson technologies to help with like problems in recruiting, and then the other was a cryptocurrency sort of algorithmic trading sort of platform that we built. And so both companies, we sold the HR recruiting company to the company that I am working at now. And so they hired us. Basically, it was an acqui-hire. So they bought our company to hire my business partner and I to build a product for them. So that's been about a year now, almost end of June. We've been working on sort of building a product to address the high volume hourly recruiting market. So cashiers and sales clerks and stuff like that. So.
Gotcha, man.
Yeah.
It's a long voyage you've had all these years. It's interesting to kind of get back and see how everyone's path takes them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, man. What about Mr. David Calley? So did David Calley help you with your math, or is it just me and a bunch of my old friends that didn't understand?
No, I think I didn't. I was an underachiever pretty much in high school, so I think I did.
Well, hence that's why I needed help with my math.
Yeah, I didn't really care. I didn't really care enough to have someone help me. So.
No, Rodney. I think that was Gup and Mike Long and a few of those other fellas that
so
got the signals from me.
The baseball team, basically, right?
Yeah, that's why we had those secret signals in biology class when they were sitting behind me. Pull your shirt, tug your ear, whatever it was. But it was such a funny. The year we had our sophomore year in biology, Wickwire was the teacher, and all year long, I think he just knew I was giving him signals. So when it came to finals time, he moved me to the back of the room and kept them in front of me.
Oh, he was on to you.
But he didn't say nothing all year until the end of the year.
Yeah, we just hopefully that everyone picked up on the signals from before to carry on to the finals, right? So what's been going on with you over the years there, Mr. Calley?
Well, I haven't traveled as much as David over there. Mine's been pretty simple. Once we graduated, I moved back into Bakersfield. I lived with my aunt when we were in high school, so unfortunately, we all kind of split up. The Settles were my cousins, so I actually had to move. I had to move back in with my mom and my stepdad. I started at BC for a while, but I didn't have the greatest relationship with my stepdad, so that didn't work out. So I started working in retail, KB Toys. I don't know if you're familiar with that great toy store that was in the mall.
Oh,
but
okay.
I was there for roughly 10 years.
Plaza? You talking about the Valley Plaza?
Yep, I worked at both East Hills Mall and Valley Plaza. So
I remember Valley Plaza.
Yeah, I started there as a cashier, and I spent 10 years there until I made it all the way to manager, till they finally closed their doors, and now I actually just currently work for Dollar Tree. I've been there for another 13. I'm going on 13 years, so I'm stuck in the retail world, but hey. We're essential right now, and it pays the bills. I have a wife, just like it's going to be 23 years of marriage in October of this year.
I have a son congrats, man.
Yeah, that's
thanks.
Awesome.
So, and I have a son.
Your little one, still the son. Okay.
Yeah, I have a son who is 21.
Is he 21 though? Did it skip a generation, or is he also?
It skipped a generation, and then I have a daughter who is 15, who actually. Well, she's not the wizard, but she at least plays basketball, so she's got some of those athletic genes.
She's a wizard on the
my
court,
son too.
then.
Nice.
She's a court wizard.
Yeah. So, but other than that, you know, like I said, just here in Bakersfield, still just making it work, man. You know, it's nice to have a steady job, secure, and it's, like I said, nice to catch up and hear how you guys are doing.
So I had a question I posted yesterday, and before getting anyone else on and off and everything, I was just kind of curious. Was there anything back in high school that people didn't know about you or didn't realize, or something in those regards? And then also, is there something that we don't know about you now that you wanted to share?
No, not that I can think of. Not that I can think of, but if I think of something, I'll share it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I mean, like probably lots of things, but nothing that's interesting, I guess. Gotcha.
Brandon, I think we just knew everything about you, Brandon, from high school. I think Brandon's focused. He's laser focused. Look at him. Are you looking for a jaywalker right now, Brandon? You better use that crosswalk, bastard. I'm gonna get you, huh?
I'm just keeping observant of my surroundings.
I'm just kidding.
I can't think of anything that you guys really didn't know about. You probably, I don't know how many of you actually really knew or paid attention, but I was in the band when I was in school. Did you guys all know that?
I did not know that.
Did you? I knew that. Did you do anything outside of that? Did you form a band in the garage at any point, or what?
Oh no, I was horrible. I couldn't read music. I made everything up and somehow became the drum captain my senior year. It was the weirdest thing.
It's your compelling leadership. Thus, you're the ASB president, Brandon. It's in your bones.
Yeah.
It's in the bone. Oh, he just went black on us. Uh-oh, something happened to Brandon. Well, hey, we're going to mix it up and bring female into the mix. Oh, yes, fellas, don't get nervous. We have Monique. Remember Monique?
Of course.
Hey, what's going on? How are you?
Hey, Monique.
I'm good,
She was sitting patiently, just chiming in on the side. Yeah.
You know, all of you were all trouble and all gave me a hard time, with the exception of maybe David. But Smitty was always calling me Little Feet.
Wait, which David?
Oh, that's right. Sorry, David Vradenburg.
Oh.
I actually came across some old pictures of you and I in church a long time ago.
Oh, yeah. Good old Nazarene church there in Taft, right?
Right? I know. Now my halo's just held out by horns, but God still loves me.
Touche. So which class were you? You were 90, 93?
Yeah. I'm a year behind you guys.
Yeah, I thought so. So what's been going on all these years there, Miss Monique, before we get into anything else?
Well, I have
I was going to ask you. I was going to ask you that, right?
Of course.
See, she saw it trending, you know.
I did. I have a 20-year-old daughter who just got married last summer. Well, she'll be 20 next month. My son's going to be 18 and graduating this year.
Yeah.
I haven't been too successful in the marriage life.
Yeah.
Sadly, unfortunately. But it's all good. So, yeah.
I have, what does that say? But
I have to go.
I have to go.
Oh, you have to go.
Something.
I don't read very well, Brandon. Maybe it's me. Oh, he's
That's
gone.
why you needed all that help, Rod.
He's gone. Thank you, dude. Thank you for.
That's why you needed all that help, Rodney.
See, it all comes out.
Overall, life's good though. It's good seeing you guys, and I love that you got this going again. I mean, I'm not in your class, but I always knew everybody in your class.
I'm having it as open up alumni thing now. At first I was thinking, let me just focus on a class at a time because I was getting a lot of people coming through, but so many people coming in and out, and by the time I said class of 92, I had like 2 or 3 that were from 90 on the panel, and I go, you know, what can you do?
Right.
But so I have one more person I'm gonna bring on board that has been. Let me tell you about something about this dude real quick. Look at him looking at me.
Name that guest.
I see him in the in the little lounge area. I don't know if you guys are aware of this program, but you're able to kind of see on who's in the lounge. It's kind of like a faded person, but you see that someone's there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But last week I went through trying to decide on how I could reach out and connect with people. I started with FaceTiming my family. Then we figured out this thing on, I think it was Messenger, to where we can have like everyone on the same time. And so that worked out really well. And then I see this video from this man, the only guest who has been on every show I've had so far.
Every show.
Gentry. Sorry, he's got to go.
I'm talking to Rod the Bod. Rod the Bod. What do you mean you don't heard Rod? No. Where have you been for 30 years?
Rod had a bod. How's that? Let's get a better ring to it. What's up, Shane? How are you doing, man?
Hey, David, where's your Canadian Scotch?
Oh yeah, I was just sort of finishing a glass of wine. So.
Are you on the?
Share, David.
Go ahead.
What's that?
Oh, both Davids need to share. Hello.
It looks like you have 2 more candidates for your island of misfits there, Mr. Gentry.
Anytime.
The Shane train. Did you make that up after high school? Because I don't remember you ever saying Shane train.
No.
I think you were more of a train back then too. I think it would have been more fitting.
Well, that has.
You were locomotives. What you were, man.
That can go many directions. I saw where you sent me the invite, and I was working a little later, but then I saw where it was a black screen, so I thought maybe it was called off for the week.
Rookie mistake. That was on me. Apparently, whenever you set up the scheduling, if you don't start in X amount of time, it goes they discount it. You've got to reboot it again. Anyway, you're out of there. So that's what happened. I had to go tend to some caregiving stuff. But what do you got going on, today, Mr. Gentry?
Well,
tell me about the island of misfits. Tell me about your idea of the misfits idea. You just want to get the crazies all in one room, or what?
Yeah. Well, my ideas in my mind stir anyway. That's just who I am. But I needed to start another page to get my own StreamYard like you had. But Jesse Wise, who's 90, had a page that's a little more risque. So, typically you have your Facebook, your family, your friends see it, maybe cousins and people. If you say something a little too rated R, X, you don't care for those relatives.
Colorful.
Yeah, there you go.
Colorful, yes.
Colorful. A little play off of the Island of the Misfit Toys, where you can go there and you can post anything you want. No holds barred, no judgment, no politics, please, and sarcasm and jokes are welcome.
Yeah.
So my kind of chat.
Your kind of chat. That pretty much sums up this one, though, doesn't it?
Seems that way.
Pretty much sums it up.
Sarcasm, I don't know the definition of that word.
Sarcasm. Look it up. Ask Dave Calley. He's always up to helping someone out, Calley.
Anytime.
He needs his own little bit of help, doesn't he? I mean,
David,
we all need a little bit of help.
I heard
we all need a little bit of help.
Symbol giving for the answers in Wickwire's class. You could have just banged a trash can like the Astros.
Yeah.
Didn't he have?
Yeah, they would have understood that too.
Didn't Wickwire have the most intimidating demeanor? Like I always thought he was going to bust me on something every time I walked past him. I always kept my little bubble around him for some reason.
Well, that's probably because you were doing something wrong.
See, that's what it was. It was. I got the spray can behind my back. I go, "Hey, it's all good, man. It wasn't me."
He had that mustache that looked like if you had quite a messy order of food at lunch, it might linger.
That almost grossed me out. It was like, so many levels. So many.
That's why they have a teacher's lounge.
Square.
For sure.
That's so funny. So is there anything in school, Mr. Gentry? The rest of the panel didn't really help me out very much on this one. But was there anything that you did in high school that people were unaware of, or anything you'd want to share about then, if not now, potentially? What do we not know? You're going to 8 Mile people. You know what I mean? You got the reference, Monique. There you go.
Just love it.
Vomit on my shirt, mom's spaghetti. So
I like my mom's spaghetti, just so you know. I never vomited after I ate it. It was good. Plugged to mom on
I was
Mother's Day.
out there. I ran in many social circles, and that's hence meeting you, YeNDoR, and other groups and classes. I mean, I didn't really have much. I was open book, but looking back, and it's okay to say now because I really don't care. I probably did way more drugs than people knew.
Yeah.
And it's not something to be proud of, but I guess it's just, the trappings of small town boredom or whatever, and maybe different peeps you hang with. And it's just, I don't know, adventure seeking, dumb youth. But, you get older, you become an adult, you grow out of it. And luckily it's not something that drove one's life. But yeah.
Or else you're just more selective. But now we have Google, and I know what I'm doing now, so it's all good.
What mom's got in the medicine cabinet.
Oh, jeez. I got something I was thinking of yesterday. I didn't realize. I go, was that just a dream? But if you knew me in high school, you probably saw this lunatic they called Rodney, and it was always just bouncing all over the place like a puppy. And I'd hang out with this little social group, and then I get, okay, I'm not bored with them, but I was like, oh, well, they're probably tired of me. So then I would go to another group and get a hold of these guys. You know what I mean? I was always just kind of bumping around. Like the quad was like ADD for me. I'd be like, I would just bounce on around. I made sure I talked to everybody for whatever reason. But a lot of it.
That was just you, Rod.
Yeah, I know.
I always saw you as that guy who was friends with everybody. You were cool to everybody. And except for on the bus when you and Steve Floyd would pick on me all the time about the size of my feet.
We especially like you. That's why we picked on you, see?
Yeah.
Wow, he sounds like a regular Ferris Bueller. He
kind of was, yeah.
It was, some of it obviously stemmed out of insecurity, but I get so anxious a lot of the times that my anxiety level would be so high. Like I didn't think about this yesterday. Yeah, you would probably never known this, but I was so anxious that sometimes I would even go to my locker and think, oh shit, what's my locker combination? And I would be so anxious that I'd forget my number so I can get my books from my locker. Some days I'd be like, oh crap, what's my, you know what I mean? Then I start putting it in my wallet, in my pocket, just to make sure I had it. Because I had to go down to the office and say, hey, can you give my combination number again?
Oh, no.
I know. Girl, Edmondson, this is the third time this quarter. You got to write it down. I don't know what it is. I get so I know what it is, but then when I don't know. I'm pretty weird. I used to drive to school with mouthwash in my car too, so that's weird.
Hey, Karen, YeNDoR'S back again. Forgot his number.
Yeah, and they laugh at me after I walked away. I always think they're laughing at something else, but it's probably me. One last thing I wanted to come out of the closet with from high school is after all these years, I've been using the wrong name. My name wasn't Rodney all through high school. It was actually YeNDoR the whole time, and I just had you guys all fooled. And YeNDoR was my actual name. I told the school that was my name was Rodney, but I just kind of flipped it around and I went with Rodney. But I wanted to trick you guys. So I'm really a barbarian. That you didn't know that. I live in the hills, and I hunt a lot and stuff. See my trees.
Nice.
I go mountain squirrels.
David Vradenburg, weren't you? We had French, didn't we? Remember?
Yeah.
Miss Slocum?
Yeah.
You remember the time?
Yoakum. I remember her.
Tim Reynolds? Vaguely?
Yeah, I remember Tim. Yeah.
Well, we were, of course, like Rodney's ADD boredom. Every time we would sharpen our pencils. Yeah, I know that was a thing back in the day. We would sharpen pencils. The pencil sharpener. It was right by the AC unit. Well, in the fall and winter seasons, it wasn't running. The swamp cooler or whatever. Right?
Yeah.
Well, she would ask us. She would kind of delegate. Hey, do this, do that. Of course, in French, and we would dump the shavings into the vat where the AC went. For all season, we just kept dumping them, and he and I dump them every time. Monsieur Reynolds, can you super play? And so he would dump them into there. And by the time summer came, we had forgotten about it, and he sat next to me we were, I guess, cut up. We did okay. We got good grades in it, but we had a good time. It was a good class. Remember you, me, Donna Ong, I think it was in that class.
Yeah, that's right.
We had a pretty good time. But yeah, she went to go cut on the AC in the first warm week of the summer. And then
man,
when we looked at each other like,
cut out.
put it on. We all did like one of those like earthquake or nuclear drills like this, and she turned on.
Everybody's under your desk. Did you get under your desk?
Man, I didn't like her very much. I got kicked out of her class once. I don't remember why or like what she did or anything, but sort of under my breath, I turned away and just called her a stupid bitch. And I said it loud enough you could hear me.
That'll get you.
Get you kicked out, David.
I think that was the only time in my whole high school career that I got kicked out of a class. But it went right up to my mom. You know, like I got sent home. I had to write a letter. I had to write a letter to apologize and all the rest. But man, I didn't like her at all.
She was very hot and cold. She was very like open and friendly and happy and very bubbly. But then she would, she was a personality. You know what? Anyone else on the panel get kicked out of class for any reason? This is getting good.
I never got kicked out of class. Wickwire did kick me off the bus in from Belridge to Taft because a few of us like to make fun of a girl that got picked up like kind of between Derby Acres and Fellows. I mean, just one of those things. I mean, the dandruff was just flowing out of her hair, flowing everywhere, and the whole bus made fun of her. But she chose to throw a couple of us out and got suspended off the bus for a week. So that was about it.
Did she also choose a new hair product?
For me, aren't they?
We weren't very nice back then, you know. It was a we got picked up at 6 o'clock in the morning, so we needed something to do on the way into Taft.
You just have strong personalities.
Yeah.
I'm so shocked that you were Vradenburg. I thought you were a pretty like even keeled, well behaved guy. Like you had your like convict.
I know.
Yeah.
Who, me? Not me. Not me.
That's funny. What about you, Gentry? How many times did you get kicked out of class? I should ask. Were you ever in class, Gentry? Or did you just
Vradenburg? That's the only class I think I got sent out. Again, Tim Reynolds. You know, for some reason we got together and just goofed around. He got
now
and just class clownery and tomfoolery or whatever. Yeah. It was more or less like a teenage timeout, sent us in the hall until we figured out, until you can learn to conduct yourself. But that wasn't really I'm not, that's, it's not what, it's like mine equivalent of like, hey, what are you in for? Jaywalking. Like, murder, cooler,
Now, Rodney, I will tell you this. I was the bad boy at tennis. I got kicked off the tennis courts more than a few times in my 4 years there and broke more than a few rackets. And I did get into it with Mr. Ackerman more than a few times where he suspended me so I couldn't play in the SSL tournament. But beyond that, I was pretty well behaved.
Were you the John McEnroe of our time and we didn't know that?
Oh, yeah, 100%. 100%. I went through a lot of tennis rackets when I was in high school.
Did you shout out the line ref and everyone? Or
the problem with high school tennis is you actually call your own game. So I had a few nice exchanges with opponents who I felt didn't make fair calls, especially a few guys from Garces.
So
we could fully understand what you're trying to. Can you improv like
he was losing and he didn't?
Let's just say there was a lot of foul language involved, and when you're losing, it's even less fun. Especially when you think the guys from Garces, are cheating you on their calls and don't know how to count.
That's so funny.
Garces.
Well, I got to come clean on something. I got kicked out of class one time. Well, probably more than that, but here's one time I remember. No, I had Mr. Edgerton, and for those out there who took Spanish class, you guys remember Edgerton? He was kind of like a taller guy with black hair and always talked very proper and obviously knew a lot of Spanish. That guy.
Was he there the whole time?
Anyway, yeah, he was there for a while. So we had a pretty large class, and I was just having too much fun because there was a lot of people there that I knew, and we were just all cutting up all the time. And he was always trying to contain the class, you know what I mean? And I was like the guy that he actually said this to me. This is what happened. So he's instructing the class very properly and just like a, you know, and I noticed that he had his V-neck sweater on backwards. Right? So he's like up to here, and then he turned around to write something, and sure enough, he has this little V in the middle of his back. and then I couldn't help myself, and so I call him out on it. I go, Mr. Edgerton, I think you wore your sweater backwards today, sir. And then he looked at me and he goes, "Why do you do this to me? What did I do to you?" Like, basically, right? Why? Just tell me. And then I didn't even get a chance to explain why I said it. He goes, "You know what? I need you go in the principal's office. This is right before the finals." I go, no. I was just letting you know I'm being a buddy and everything, and I can't help that the class laughed at it. I wasn't going for a laugh, totally. You know, I'm just trying to be a buddy.
Totally.
You know, just a little bit, Rod. You were just
like 4%. You know, but I was just trying to be there for him, and so he kicks me out. So there's my story.
Nice.
You weren't going for a laugh, but you knew you were going to get it.
Yeah. Because I laughed right after I said it too.
Yeah.
What can you say? I got bored. I knew the
comments need not apply in his class. Right? You know, going back to your Ackerman. Hey, David Calley, you're talking about David Ackerman.
Paul Ackerman, yeah.
He had, I think he went to the same mustache grooming school as Wickwire.
I think so.
Didn't he?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah, and then after he stopped coaching, we went to coach band. So we had some great tennis coaches. The problem is they were really bad at tennis because we could beat up on them all day at practice. It was pretty fun.
Ackerman used to talk with the spit, and he'd have that line of spit, and he would talk, and it was just, gross.
Not
cool. It would stay.
It would
just,
yeah.
Geez. Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Well, that class, I barely passed because I just couldn't look at his face. I was like, no, can't.
I think the one thing that everybody remembers about me when it comes to basketball trips or tennis trips is if they got in my backpack, they would find nothing but candy. Because I remember one time coming home, I think from Kalinga, I fell asleep and I woke up and all my candy was gone. So a lot of people in high school called me the Candy Man because I always had candy in my backpack.
Not in my backpack.
So they had a lot of fun taking the candy out of my backpack.
Awesome.
What kind of candy did you have in your backpack, Mr. Calley?
Let's see, there'd be licorice. I mean, you name it. It was probably in there. Probably why I had to have like 8 teeth pulled during high school because it seems like that's all I ate.
You know, that sounds like it could almost be a pickup line. Hey, babe.
What kind of candy you got in your backpack? We have Mr. Craig Grobman that's trying to get plugged in here. If anybody knows Craig, everybody say hey. Oh.
Hey.
There you go.
Gup gave me a lot of money in high school.
He gave you a lot of money. Yeah.
All those signals.
Oh, I thought you were a candy dealer.
Candy dealer. Is that what you guys call it now? Kids
call it
nowadays? I'm a candy dealer. That's so funny. No, I just shot him. I shot him the link.
I gotta get going, but it was fun seeing all of you.
Yeah, I gotta see Monique.
I had to come in and say hey. So.
Hi, Monique.
So let me ask you real quick before you take off. I'm contemplating because I've had, I figured to do this again on Saturday, but then I've had quite a people say, hey, we should do like a Friday night happy hour type of situation. So
I'm so down with that.
Is yours for Friday or is it on Saturday? Or I might just get a wild hair and do both. I don't know. I'm bored. Not bored,
just
but
message me.
I'll message
Saturday.
you.
Saturday I'll log in from Buffalo Wild Wings.
Oh, the fights?
He's a frequent flyer there.
No, I'm not.
I seem to recall somebody and John LaMarsna talking to me and texting me from Buffalo Wild Wings one night.
That was all John's fault. That was all John's fault.
Oh my gosh,
was it drunk texting?
Yes, and then just calling afterwards, and so it was.
Called out, sucker.
John is actually trying to get on, but he seems to be struggling figuring out how to get the link or something.
Are you able to? I'm putting it in the chat right now. There's 2 links in the chat, John, if you're listening. Is he on right now?
No, he texted me. He's actually he texted me,
All right,
and
Monique.
I told him he has to log the link.
Got
Bye,
it.
Monique.
If he's gonna join, I have to give him crap. Well, no, I should probably go now. It's better if I don't.
Don't worry, we won't talk about you while you're gone. I swear that probably only Vradenburg is the only one who's not going to say anything about you while you're gone. So.
He knows better. He knows I have connections to the big boss.
Or the play she made me do.
I have no connection
or the
whatsoever.
Play I
so
made you do. Me?
I'm just.
What did I make you do?
I don't know.
Nothing. Nothing.
Can I tell you one last thing that's kind of funny?
That's not a response. I'm not leaving now. What's I gotta go.
Let me tell you one
Go
last
ahead,
thing. I want to say something that's.
Play with Mallory?
What's that?
Yes.
I forgot you were in that. I did not make you do that.
Worst high school experience of my life right there.
Okay, not my fault. I didn't do it. You chose.
Oh, that's funny. I'll let you go then, Monique. You have a great rest of your day. Where are you? Are you in Bakersfield? Where are you staying, by the way?
I live in Modesto now. So.
Modesto. I didn't catch that part.
Mohel, as we call it. It's not as hot as Taft, but almost sometimes.
Yeah.
So I actually, I was going down Taft for a while, but I haven't been down a couple months now. So.
Yeah. Only the hot people live in Taft.
That's just because of the heat.
I see how you are. Exactly.
As long as they're outside. As long as they're outside.
Well, if I venture down
hot people.
south, then there's these people named Calley that are down there, and some other people I know with the last name Calley. You know, they're all kinds of trouble. I don't know.
Eventually go back to Calley, huh, Dave?
I don't know what she's talking. I'm pleading the fifth now. I have no idea what she's talking about.
Mm-hmm. And I'm 6 foot tall. See, Rod and I, we just took these growth spurts too, right, Calley?
Yeah.
Damn, that sounds like quite a trouble.
This is not a pile of books I'm sitting on. Just kidding.
That was one reason I liked you, Rod. You were short like me, so
I'm all. Hey guys.
Yeah.
Hey.
How you doing up
Hey
there?
Guys. What's going on? I'm just kidding. Hey, can I say one thing about the business? Okay, take care, Monique.
Right,
we'll
bye,
talk to you
guys.
soon. Okay, bye.
Sounds good.
Be safe. Be safe.
Make good choices.
All right, you too. She's fun, man. Thanks for joining. So I was gonna say is so me and Mr. Bobby Banuelos, you remember that guy? Remember Bobby?
Of course.
Everybody knows Bobby.
He hasn't been on here yet. Where's he at?
He's been actually going through a move, and he's engaged.
And he's engaged.
He's got plates with so much on them. He's got one big plate.
Okay.
No, but so in high school, he just triggered my thought, Shane, with you saying that. Oh, is Shane frozen? Oh, look at him. He's frozen. Oh, he just took a nap. There you go. Hey, Shane. He's doing the gup thing for last time. He's like, hey, dude. He's on mechanical.
That was my week.
Is it?
Yeah, remember he was posed. Everybody just kept bragging on him. He's the cable dude. He should know this kind of stuff.
I know. Cable guy.
Yeah.
Why did the cable guy figure this thing out? I'm just kidding. No, but so me and Bobby were in class, and I don't know if he noticed it before me or me to him, but every time, the old school pencil sharpeners. Okay, here's another thing we're coming out with from high school. Every time the ladies would go to the pencil sharpener, their butt would jiggle a little bit, and we always reference it. We're like, hey, she's going. Like we nudge each other. Hey, and when they would do it, they would just kind of. You can't do it without wiggling their,
Right.
I just wanted to share that part. So whenever I went to a class, they had the zzz, pencil sharpener. Not a good experience.
Well, Rob,
not as good.
You had a better angle, right?
This is true. I was a lonely man in school. And
Rod would be first in line, and he'd step aside to let the ladies go first.
Yeah, take your time. Really, it's a long.
I'm in no hurry to sit down.
It's not sharp
Robbie,
enough.
when a 5-star walks up to the pencil sharpener.
Oh! Okay, I gotta tell you though, one thing that Gup did, he would hand the girl, whoever it would be, his pencil, so that she would have more playtime up sharpening pencils. That was brilliant. And they were like, "Yeah, can you mine too?" That was our way of inadvertently flirting without the person knowing, because we're too shy to talk to girls back in school. Anyway, that's my coming out of the closet. Besides me losing my locker combination all the time.
Rodney has that reoccurring dream where he wakes up in a cold sweat about the locker combo.
I can't find my locker in that dream. I'm like, I know I have a locker now that I have my combo. Where's my locker? No, I'm just kidding, man.
The two ladies still talk to this day. They sit on their porch. You remember that kid, Rodney? Yeah, that boy used to lose the combo all the time. He a sweet kid. Short, though. Couldn't hardly see it coming.
Apparently, I went to school in Philadelphia somewhere back east, right? You had an Italian accent.
Instead of Boston.
Yeah.
So, does anybody have a craft that you've came upon since schooling? I mean, anything you do with on the art side, or any type of skill that you guys are skillless? I have a skillless panel. No one's good at anything. Is that what it is?
I picked up guitar after high school.
Boom.
Yeah, I was around 20 or so. Picked up guitar. My dad played guitar. I tried when I was like 16 or something and couldn't get my head around it. But I think around 20, I picked it up and just started playing and love it. I picked up as well, but
I have a guitar, and every time I try to use it, I get all excited, right, to see about playing. But every time one of the things I hate about the guitar is I always break the strings whenever I try to tune it. I'm thinking, oh, it's right there. This doesn't seem very tight. And I'm like, and then I do an octave too high, and it gives me like a panic attack every time it pops. Like, I'm like, I hate the guitar. I hate the guitar.
Yeah, and, they have tuning forks that you can use to sort of like get the pitch right.
I apparently go up the next octave, and I bust it every time.
I dabbled a little bit in guitar here and there, David Vradenburg, and like Rodney said, I didn't have the anxiety with the string pop out, but you try to get it.
It just happened. Yeah. I don't know. I can't do it. I don't know what it is.
Learn a few basics, and then you think you're cool and get some confidence, and then like maybe life gets in the way and you get too busy, so you can't stick with it, and like, I'm no Ryan Shuck.
That's right. That's right.
Right.
And so it's fun. And my daughter took guitar class. My daughter's 15 now, and last year she took that for music, and she did really well. She was very articulate, and I was, of course, you're always pleased to see your child like something, number one, and then kind of be passionate. But then she jumped into other interests. You choose different interests. You might go through a few different hobbies as a teen, but so I got her this guitar. I found a Fender acoustic, and then she lost interest. And I was like, well, damn, that's what a lot of parents get stuck doing. You're like, oh, you like biking? Okay, I'll get you a fancy bike. Oh, son of a bitch. And then they stop liking biking. And I break it out once in a while and tune it up and try to see if I remember anything. But it's not really a skill, I would call it. I can draw and paint. I know Rodney's been showing off his paintings, which actually this wasn't blowing smoke, Rodney. They look pretty good. I like a couple aspects you did.
Thanks, man.
But just for fun, just to express, I mainly like black and white art, sketching, and my daughter's a better artist than me, though. Other than that, nothing really.
Is that yours on the wall there behind you?
Huh?
Is that yours on the wall behind you there?
No, that's a store bought, man. That's so much.
Store bought. There's only one occasion I went to a friend's house to actually. I go, I play a little guitar, So then I go over to his house, and we jam like 3 songs, right? Which I did fairly decent. You know what I mean? It was kind of a rough patch, but then he's like, okay, what else? I'm like, that's it. Concert. We go back to that first. We go back to that first song. That was good, wasn't it? Maybe with a little cowbell added to it. Maybe. You can only play Hey Joe for so long until he. Joe's not home anymore. Joe's left. Joe's left the building.
I always got a kick out of the song from Hendrix. If anybody knows or likes Hendrix, we're singing that song Red House. At the end, his conclusion was, if he can't have that one woman and she won't do what he wants, then he knows her sister will. And I was like, well, at least he had a plan B. I know, no point to the story. Very Dave Chappelle of him at the end of the show.
No. Sorry, guys. I Miss Sean McCormick was just messaging me on how to get on. Do you remember her? She was the little person I went to my 8th grade dance with, and we were like 2 little people.
We ran her computer batteries out last broadcast.
What's that?
We ran her computer batteries out last broadcast.
That's right. She just went black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a success. We ran her dry, so
That's right.
that's funny.
I think that last time I saw her was about 5 years ago, right here in Bakersfield at Bobby's birthday at the Firehouse.
Firehouse.
It's a bar and restaurant. Yeah. So I went to a birthday party for Bobby here. I saw Bandy and all those guys. I see them on occasion at Brews in the Village, and I see Bandy at Buffalo Wild Wings every now and then after he's done coaching.
Yeah. So you watch UFC fights, or what are you watching?
I think this Saturday they're just reopening. So the manager told me. So if they have them, of course we'll watch them. But that's usually that's my wife and I local hangout just to get out of the house and a little break from the kids every now and then, or a lot now and then.
They go to.
Yes, you need self-identity. Like,
that's right.
Rodney, sorry to get off course, but you were talking about what we don't know about somebody back in high school, what they don't know nowadays.
Yeah.
One of about 3 things that I just love being a parent more than I ever thought I would,
Absolutely.
But don't get me wrong, you need your sanity. So, like, you need a break. Everybody does.
Absolutely.
Well, hey,
absolutely.
I swear I'm not bouncing for 2 hours, Shane. Last time I bounced, I come back in like 2.5 hours. Like, you guys still at the party? What's going on? No, I gotta go get my phone charge. I got like 1%, and I go, I didn't bring me a charger. I'm not prepared. Remember that, Dave Calley, just like math class? Remember that?
Yeah. Hey, I remember those days. I'm telling you, I got paid a lot of money back then from Gup and Mike Long, and there were a few more people who would pay me money.
Preparation was not my forte.
Hey,
my forte was
V-neck backwards because this guy will know it.
He drop elbows on you, son. Oh.
Right.
I'll be right back. Let me go grab my cord.
Yeah.
So. And yeah, I didn't get any crafts. I just tried to act like I was young. And my wife used to hate me because I play softball 4 nights a week, and then she made me go to 3, and now I don't get to play at all. But I will say I started playing tennis about 2 years ago, and I don't break as many rackets. So kids do make you calm down a little bit.
Yeah, teach patience in many a way,
and they test your patience at the same time.
Vradenburg, I don't think I recall. Do you have kids? How many kids?
Yeah, so I got 3 natural kids. Son is 12. My daughter is 11, and my younger son is 7 now. And then I've got my wife and I fostered we fostered 2 kids kind of before we had our own kids.
Oh, that's right.
Nice.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, so we had a 3.5-year-old first, and then the second kid that we took for fostering, she was 14 when she came to stay with us, and she sort of like retired from fostering in our house. We are still kind of home for her now, so she comes back. She's married. She lives in Montreal. She's about 30 now, but
nice.
Yeah.
That's
nice.
It's a fulfilling feeling when you can feel like you've provided love or like a haven or like when you teach. Like my son's 9 and he's learning all this stuff where he's got those thoughts or aspirations to be a big way. Like he sees older kids and wants to do the stuff that they're doing that maybe physically he can't do it yet, but he's trying. It's a fun. Now back to the ages, Mr. Vradenburg. Those are fun ages, but they're also the ones where you got to watch it. Like, you might face like a bounty or a coup. Like they can really they're getting smart and they can.
They are whip smart. This is far smarter than I was at their age. And funny enough, going back to the days in high school there with French class, it was funny that I took French. Now it's funny that I took French over Spanish because it seemed like Spanish was kind of the obvious sort of language to take in Taft and California and stuff. But taking French, I've ended up here in Canada now, and the second language is French. my kids are in French immersion, and so I don't really understand any. I don't remember any of it, you know, from high school. But it's funny to hear them off talking or learning, or you know, they're reading a book, or you know, all in French, and I have, you know, that's going to be the problem, is that they'll be able to talk behind my back. I won't have any idea what they're saying. So.
That's funny you say that, David. My wife is Hispanic, and her parents only speak Spanish, and I took 4 years of Spanish and got an A every time. But it's such a different type of Spanish that her parents speak in front of me, and I'm like, I have no idea what they're talking about. So they could be saying whatever they want, and I don't know. So it's really funny that it's such a different understanding when you take it in high school compared to actually the way it's spoken, at least on for my wife's family.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I guess maybe there's different motivation too. Not to mention years gone past where if you don't keep fresh with it, you can lose it. But when you've got a goal and you're thinking, okay, I'll memorize this, this, and this, and I'll get this and get that A, and then like you don't use it conversationally or maybe when you're traveling. It's easy to lose. It definitely is easy to lose.
Yeah.
I like David mentioned, Vradenburg, we had French, and you know, I did well, and it was easy for me. For some reason, it just made sense, and it was very fluid. You know, conversationally, when we were in it, it was great. But you let the time go by and don't stay with it, it's lost art. You know.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Right.
Now, my daughter, funny you mentioned that, she too is in French. You know, and what Calley said was like, I chose French because I thought, well, I live interwoven with Spanish culture. It's California. You know, you're going to pick up things here and there. And I was like, well, I'll just grab that as I go. And I want to take something new to me that I probably wouldn't know or take. And so French seemed interesting, I guess. At the time.
Yeah.
So Calley, are those Miller Highlights I see you tipping back there, buddy?
I am actually drinking a Modelo's.
Oh, Modelo, there you go.
Modelo's, yeah. I'm sitting on the patio it's nice and breezy here in California today. It's not as hot. It was like 99 on Friday of last week. It's like 75 today. So it's perfect time to sit out here on the patio and drink a few beers. My wife's at work, so I got a little peace and quiet.
Or if you John, Dos Equis, you could be the new guy where I don't know his break tennis rackets.
Yeah. Definitely not. But so yeah, I'm just sitting out here, and I just got home from work about 3:45, so I thought I'd jump on. I think it's great to hear how everybody's doing and get to talk to everybody.
Yeah, nice.
3:45. So, yeah, what is it, about 99 degrees right now in California? I'm East Coast. I'm near DC. So.
No, it's actually only like 78 today, but like last week it was like 98, 99. So it was definitely a lot warmer. You didn't even want to be sitting on the patio, even with the cold Modelo. You didn't want to be sitting on the patio. So yeah, but today it was nice. So yeah, no. So my daughter's in her room. You know, so unfortunately, she can't get out of the house, so she's going a little stir crazy. So she's on her laptop probably.
Yeah, as we all do from time to time. You know, whatever way I could find a way to stay active, which usually involves my little guy, my son. To reiterate, I got a 9-year-old son and my 15-year-old daughter. She's with her grandparents, so it's just he and I. And we're, you know, when he gets done with his online schooling, and usually like after lunch, we'll start our afternoon to go do something physical, ride some trails on bikes, or get some sunshine, because especially the younger they are, they can't be cooped up. You got this energy it needs to get released.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, no, I would love to take her, you know, like to the park or something, but with everything, they actually here in Bakersfield, at least, the parks took all the rims off the basketball hoops, so you can't even go shoot hoop. The tennis courts are actually locked. So you can't. So there's just not a lot we can do right now. And her friends obviously can't go hang out with her friends. So she just kind of locked down right now too. So you know, she loves her laptop, but she would actually love to be out doing something right now. You know, she's 15. She was a freshman this year. So she just started high school. So I got a great 4 years to look forward to.
Yeah, that's wow. That's a lose your hair, gray hair moment there.
That's why I just cut it like this, Shane. Save me the time.
You know, speaking of, I guess Rodney had posted something earlier. He's like, "Yeah, tell us something intriguing about that we didn't know about you back in school." And like, what are you doing now? I guess it was hobby. But believe this or not, jokes aside, I'm sure, and hopefully it didn't involve alcohol, but I with everything shut down, so I cut my own freaking hair.
Yeah.
Cut my son's. And I thought to myself, more so for guys, it's easier, I guess. Women, they need a little extra. There's extra layers and dimension to that. That's the whole salon.
Sure.
And, but guys are easy if they have short hair. I figured myself, I was like, well, if you can do basic math and have a steady hand, and you got clippers, I'm sure you can handle your business. It's just you're kind of limited to like the Peaky Blinders look or something, My son,
Yep.
My son, I can take care of his really well because it's not your own head with mirrors and you're taking all night and you're like, what does this look like?
Did I miss a spot?
But it sounds funny and daring, but hey, what are you going to do? The barber shops are closed down.
Yeah.
Well, I'm getting good practice. I'm pretty good at it. I'm no barber in any shape or form. I can't do scissors or anything like that. So the top's just going to have to grow and slap gel in it. But I can take care of the sides and back all day long.
Yeah.
So you're bringing back the Mohawk? Can we get the Mohawk back?
There he is.
What's up? What's up?
There he is. Yeah, luckily Shane, my wife cuts my hair for me, so I don't have to do it on my own. That seems pretty like a lot of work. So, but she cuts my hair for me.
Shane, you didn't reference my Mohawk that I sent you the other day. I don't know if you saw that. Hey, did you know that was me with the Mohawk?
Yes. And funny you say that. The first cut I gave to somebody was in football camp in the summer, junior to my senior year. Shiny. I shaved his head down to a Mohawk at Fresno State where we had the camp. He wanted stripes. It was allergies. He sneezed once or twice, kind of took us off course, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You have a razor and sneezing. So, yeah, it turned into something else that had evolved. So, and then when we got home, his mom wanted to choke me.
I felt extra powerful with the Mohawk, and maybe because I was also dressed up like Mr. T. I don't know if you caught the Mr. T part.
Yeah.
Can you hear
me? Yeah. Many fools were pitied, I imagine.
Now, that was a random thought, but I probably couldn't get away with that in 2020 anymore. But it was good while it lasted in 2007.
Yeah.
I have another Taft High alumni coming on board here.
Nice.
It's not John yet. He hasn't quite figured it out. I think. Well, he said he had a water pipe busted, is what he said. I'm not sure if that's code. I'm not sure if that's code for anything, but we will. Oh, we just lost him. However, I didn't get on him soon enough. Well, you'll see. We'll bring him back whenever he figures it out.
So, what are you up to these days? Shane, what are you up to these days? Where are you working at?
Well, I work for Cox Communications. You may have heard of them.
Cox Communications.
Cox.
Yep.
Yeah, business services, home security. Right now, like a lot of industries, either your role has changed, cut back, or you're not doing it. I feel fortunate that I'm still an essential, and we can pay the bills and get paid and get a little percentage raise because I get the equivalent of hazard pay. They have another
hazard pay.
Yeah. But we're doing a lot of contactless stuff, infrastructure, side projects, just to keep us busy.
Yeah,
we're not hurting. A lot of restaurants are still doing well because that kind of thing where they're still finding other avenues to stay lucrative. I'm blessed. I feel humble that like I said, that I'm still able to be in a role where I can work and pay my bills and stuff. And it's really rough. It's rougher than people think. The more I see and read every day, it's pretty bad. And especially the oil industry folks I've talked to.
Right.
So I've been with them to sum up your question. I've been with them since good gosh, about 2005.
Okay.
I get pretty good pension hopefully when I stick with them a little longer, and they have great benefits, and really took care of me. So.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Wow.
It's nice.
YeNDoR, you all right?
Nice to be appreciated.
Yeah. Hold on one second. I got the wife messaging me. I'll be right back. I'm not going anywhere. Let me just take care of this real quick. I got my little monitor right here. See my baby monitor? That's where my baby is right here. Hold on a quick second. Hold on.
I think you put it well, Shane. It's nice, I work in retail, and it's nice when the customers, compliment us for being open, and we're able to provide them what they need, especially, with everything going on right now. So it does. Sometimes they make it, I've been in retail now for 25 years, and customers are actually really the best part of jobs, but sometimes they can make it a really long day as well. But it seems like with everything that's been going on the past few months, they've, definitely made it a lot better, and really appreciate everything that all of us essential workers are doing.
Yeah, I hear you. I did the retail journey for some years too. Through my 20s until probably right up to about 2002. And I got to the point when you're speaking of like retail management, I managed a Sprint store. This is now, think of the times where not everybody had a cell phone, like everybody was getting them. But not everybody or grandma quite had them, and it was still mushrooming as far as being profitable. So it was kind of a fun time to be in it and making your cool like commissions and bonus. But as it petered out and plateaued or whatever, it kind of went another direction, as you saw, and it became just the norm. So it wasn't a thing anymore, and things started to shrink and let people go, or like maybe furlough or downsize, and find other methods to stay a profitable industry. It was fun. Anytime I worked retail, I'll say two industries, retail or restaurant industries that I've worked at throughout the years, mainly in my younger years, 20s in college and all that. Always a fun time, very family oriented, high energy. Yes, your feet hurt, but work hard, play hard. It was very, what's the safe word? I'll just say festive, like when you got off work. Right. It was some good years, good memories.
Yeah.
And good money. I made some good money in retail. I really did.
Well, speaking of memories, I'm not sure if you guys have memory of this guy. He's see if anyone can guess who he is, as long as he doesn't leave me again.
I'm gonna say
people do that. They get in my life and they just bounce out, come back. You know what I mean?
It's got to be Gup. No,
it's my history.
It's got to be.
It's not Gup.
Wow.
We need some clues.
This guy has what does it say? A teenage band that he manages. No. Oh, you don't know that about him. I want to bring Mr. Eddie Crane on the house. Eddie in the house. Hey. Apparently, they didn't know about your band.
Eddie.
What's up, Eddie? How are you doing, man?
Greetings.
I'm not bad. Just living the dream right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad you came on, man. We plan on doing this a couple occasions, and the pup went to the hospital, and how's he doing? Is he doing all right?
Yeah. He's turned out he just had a kidney stone. He has leukemia, so we were kind of stressing because he had blood in his urine, and he just got through having his prostate removed.
Yeah,
because prostate cancer. So, but we seem to have dodged a bullet on that one. So yeah.
Even a kidney stone isn't a walk in the park, man. That's tough right there. Luckily I've never experienced it, but what I've heard. Any kidney stones, Gentry?
Oh, knock on wood, man. I hope that pain doesn't face me because I don't want any party of that.
Yeah. We'll keep the stones.
That got them, including my dad. Oh dear God, no.
Yeah.
I got the chili peppers, but no stones rocking today, huh? So what else is with you, Eddie? How you been, man?
I've been good. I've been teaching school for about 20 years now. My third year of teaching sixth grade over at a junior high here in Wasco.
Yeah.
I love it. And
Oh, he's pulling a cup. Is he gonna get doing the robot? Is he doing the robot? Choo. Oh, there he is. He's back. Are you there?
I'm telling you, man, my internet sucks.
Well, I know a guy who works with Cox. I know a guy who works with Cox. I want to be able to chime in.
Eddie, say that so loud, Rod.
You teach sixth grade, Eddie?
Yes, sir, I do.
Wow.
How do you keep sanity? Those guys are heathens.
You know what? Honestly, with kids, if you're good at relationship building, you can get them to do just about anything you want. But it's not just teaching; it's building relationships, and that's why I do that band. I stay after school with them and make them into a band, and then I take them on tour. It's pretty well known in the Bakersfield area. We've done a lot of shows. I ended up making an offshoot band of like an alumni, and that group did like 25 million views on a video, and we got to play with Power Man.
You're like the Jack Black, like rock guy. You're cool.
They got to meet a lot of cool people. Like we've done Power Man 5000. They've played with Tantric, a lot of older, real popular bands from the 2000s. So that resort to club shows now, and now I just manage my 2 kids.
That's a great outlet. No, that's awesome.
And we enjoy it.
I saw your last video of the backyard. Was that your backyard? You did a video of them playing, and it was kind of cool. They were like getting in different positionings and everything.
Yeah, they did. We just got through doing a video like dedicated to essential workers. So, and it was the Foo Fighters, My Hero.
Oh wow!
So my son plays all the instruments. My daughter sings, writes, and does the keyboards, and I do all the production on it. So a fun little thing we do as a family.
Nice. It's impressive.
Yeah.
Can I request some more grunge on some more grunge rock? My grunge era. Anything from the Fab Four?
I told you, man.
Keep doing what you're doing.
You're welcome to jam sometime, Rodney.
Yeah, I'll have to study the lyrics. I'll be right in there though. I'll throw on some Eddie Vedder. Eddie Vedder makes it all better, doesn't he?
Always.
You've always got auto-tune and stuff, so.
Yeah, hey, did you hear me talking about how I used to would be so inspired to play my guitar until I keep on busting strings? I can't tune a guitar very well, Eddie. I'm gonna have to take some pointers.
Uh-oh.
Well, I guess he pointed
We lost
out.
him.
Eddie Crane leaves the house. He's hanging out with Gup and LaMarsna trying to figure out how to get on with their internet. So
give me a minute, Rod. I'll have a special guest for you on for you in a minute. Since he can't figure out how to get on his own, I'll put him on for you. Say hi. Well, you can't say.
I got my oh, there he is. Oh crap, LaMarsna, there you are.
Hello there. Here, hold on. It's Rodney Edmiston.
That's so
hold
funny.
On.
What's up, LaMarsna? How funny is that? Are you guys roommates or something?
No, I came over to visit, man.
It's John LaMarsna.
Oh, what happened? Oh, geez. Right when we had him. That was me and you, Shane. How you like that? Just bet them all out.
Dave jumped out too.
Wait. He's back. Oh, there he is. What's up, LaMarsna?
What's going on, man?
Good, man. So you guys live in the same neighborhood, apparently.
No, actually, I live way over on the other side, man. I used to come over here because I coached basketball. That's how I met David again. Then I was coaching my niece back, and God, I've done it for 11 years now.
Oh, okay.
And one of the days, this girl comes up, she goes, "Do you know my dad, David Calley?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I went to school with him." And then we just started hooking back up and just kind of having beers here and there.
Oh, that's cool. That's so coincidental. I thought you just saw. Well, I know who Dave Calley is, since you couldn't log in, so you went to his house.
I'll tell you what, man.
It worked out. Hey, whatever works. And for those of you at home, that is not David Calley. This is John LaMarsna. This is not Dave Calley.
He's an imposter.
Quiet down there, you.
So how's everybody doing, man? I haven't seen all you guys in forever.
Yeah, it's been
doing good, man.
Well, you know.
Walk us through your world, Mr. LaMarsna. What's going on with you nowadays?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, man. I've done this my little and everything. I just got out of law enforcement, and that I guess I had a minor little attack. I had like 2 surgeries and crap, and won my case and blah, blah, blah. And I just went in there and quit. And I'm trying to get on the street now.
Yeah.
And, but it's one of those things, man. You know, you just got to do what you got to do.
Yeah. Was it an incident that happened? Is why he had the surgery? Or what happened?
Yeah. Honestly, I was there at work. I hooked the guy up, put him in the cell and stuff, and turned around. And the next thing I knew, I was in an ambulance. And then I was going to the heart hospital. I was there for 4 days, and my blood pressure was 170 over 106.
Whoa! How long ago was this? When was this?
Probably about 3.5 years ago, 4 years ago.
Whoa! Man.
And yeah, they thought I thought I was going to die, to be honest with you. I mean, it was it was crazy.
Gotcha. But he just knocked you out, and you didn't remember anything until the next day in the ER, or what?
Yeah, I was just down from the count, man, and woke up, and boom, there I was.
Wow. Ooh.
So
that's a reset button if you ever had one, huh?
Oh yeah, I'll tell you, man. Yeah, it makes you value life. I'll tell you that much, man. You know, you complain of little things, and other people are going through stuff, but you know, it's just like, hey, you can get back up and get going. You know, some people can't, but I was lucky.
Yeah. Wow, man. That's crazy. I've never been through that type of situation, but that's definitely going to the hospital and resetting and everything. I know with the Rachel situation, whenever we've had to go to their hospital, it's always like definitely turns your life upside down. Like, okay, I guess we're here now. I guess it's out of our control. You know what I mean?
I'm telling you, and then I've been to Cedars-Sinai so many times with my parents. You know, they've had a lot of surgeries and stuff, man. I kind of feel how you. I mean, I didn't go much as what you went through, but I mean, I feel for you, man, because it's terrible, man. Because you don't know what to do. You try to help and you know, try to do what you can, but you feel helpless and sometimes, and so you just do what you can do.
In the element of vulnerability, hoping you have the right doctor doing the right thing at that right moment, and then hoping that the nurses follow the protocol. That they're the right, you know what I mean? Because you're like,
exactly.
Okay, I was always on high alert, and I'm still in a sense, obviously, still on high alert with Rachel's situation. But man, I slept in the hospital with her for about 9 months, and trying to get comfortable in the hospital and not knowing when you've got to wake up and be alert and go back to sleep, and literally sleeping in a chair trying to sleep. I actually had 2 chairs I buddied up so I can like lie on 2 chairs. Sometimes they would hook me up and give me an actual little live-in bed there, but it's kind of hard to tell her to scoot over in the bed and make some room. But it's a tough life, man. It's a tough situation. However it gets you in the hospital, it's always a tough situation, man.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, please be doing the right thing, especially whenever a lot of times with her situation, they ended up, I had to make sure they were on board with doing what was needed, because she's gotten into a lot of medical issues, a lot of trouble with the not having the staff on the right page. Do you have an intruder, Shane? What's going on with that? You're looking behind you.
I heard something outside.
Uh-oh. Did you order pizza?
No. just the noise that got my attention is all.
Okay. Gotcha.
John, are you good now? How are you feeling now, though? Are you back to normal feeling in the morning, or?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I went through a time to where I'd probably say almost 45 days.
Yeah.
It was like, I guess it was anxiety, they said, where I couldn't sleep. I mean, I literally thought I was tired. I'd sleep for an hour. And for 45 days, it just went that. And they finally said, hey, start that CBD oil. My sister turned it on to me, Clarine. And then she goes, try this. And I did it for a week, and then I quit. And I'll tell you what, dude, that was a lifesaver.
Yeah.
And from there, I'm good to go now. I did the treadmill for on an incline of 7 for 30 minutes at 4.5, and he goes, "You're strong as an ox now."
What did it help you out with most? I mean, was it for inflammation, or what did you use it for? Pain?
Yeah, actually for all of it, pain, inflammation, just calm your nerves. I mean, I didn't think it would work, man. To be honest with you, and then I told my sister she was full of crap, but it did. I was like, it helped very well, man.
Yeah,
I was thankful. I'll say that.
That's awesome, man. Also helps with seizures and stuff like that. It's a crazy the ointments and the lotions that they make nowadays. It's crazy what's the developments have been. You know.
Oh yeah. You know, it's crazy because, you know, like my second year in law enforcement, you know, my brother was killed, and that.
Oh wow! I didn't realize that.
And
wow.
Coming back, you know, I got hopped in the car and hauled ass back here, and didn't make it. He went home before I could get here, so it was you know. And then my oldest sister, you know, passed years before him. So, you know, just past couple of years, man, it's just a little struggle there, but you know, like I said, you just gotta thank the big guy and just go day by day, man. And that's why, you know, I'm glad you did this, because, you know, a lot of people, you know, was it Katie Bershwana that we just lost, you know.
Yeah.
She lost the fight, you know, but it's like, you know, we need to get back together and, you know, quit staying apart so much, because, man, you know, you don't need to wait until somebody passes and then all of a sudden everybody gets together, man. That's
you know. And
that's a fragile thing, man.
Yeah, that's why I like about this too. You can get together almost as long as you can make the time, almost any time whenever it's something like this. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So it's I'm sure Shane could speak for myself too, but this has been like such a therapeutic thing to reconnect with everybody and not feel like you're isolated in your own world. And you know, I don't know. It's just it's been a blessing. You know, I'm glad that. The developments, the technology has gotten us here, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Well, boys, I'm going to get off here and let David get back on here, but let me know when you do the next one, man. I'll try to get back on here again.
Yeah, it's going to be either Friday night or on Saturday, or maybe even both, so.
Good seeing you. It's good seeing you, Shane, and David, you know, good seeing you, man. I hope you guys are all well, and here's David again.
Awesome. All right, brother. We'll see you soon, man.
All right, man.
So, hey, I wanted to show you guys something. Since we're doing like a show and tell type of thing, I'm getting ready to mail out something to someone today. Oh, the train's coming. Shane, is that you?
No, that's
train?
me.
Well, that is you.
That's me.
Good timing is that. The Shane train. You need to record that and have that as your intro when you come on next time.
For later on. There's another after hours broadcast when Rodney goes.
Gosh, I gotta find that sound bite right when you come on. We need to have the Shane train.
Who was that? Where was that?
That was me. Train. That was by my house right here.
That was the train leaving. That was LaMarsna leaving the station.
LaMarsna just got here. He needs to drink some of those beers he brought. You know, So, you know, the craziest thing, it's so funny. I hadn't seen John since we graduated, and my daughter started playing basketball in, 6th grade? Yeah. And my daughter goes, my coach knows you. I'm like, what are you talking about? And John just happened to start coaching her 6th grade basketball team. And since then, you know, we knew each other in high school, but now we hang out, we go and party and drink and watch UFC fights. So pretty crazy how the world works sometimes.
Yeah.
The whole small world thing is true. I mean, you run into people you run into. I've traveled and ran into people like, the hell are you doing here? Like, what's the chances, you know?
Yeah. So, definitely cool. Definitely good to have somebody to hang out with. I haven't ran into a lot. I run into Robin Southworth every now and then at my store. She'll come in and shop. So
Robin Southworth and her brother Edward, right? Eddie Southworth.
Ed, and then I'll run in. Who else do I run into? I'll run into Jeff Ellington sometimes. Somebody else, Thomas Trees, I think on occasion. I just don't think he knows me very well. So, but I do recognize him. And
he was chiming in last time we were doing the broadcast. Tom Trees. Shout out to Mr. Tom Trees.
So I see a few of the Taft people at my nice Dollar Tree location over there in Rosedale and Calley in the nice part of Bakersfield.
I used to go there for the balloons.
We get plenty of those.
I once hung out with Reno Reese in Baltimore. Yeah, because I lived in the D.C. area, and like several years back, he was in New York because that's where his original family's from. And he was going to a wedding, and just so happened he hit me up, and shoot, we joined up there and had dinner at a restaurant and hung out. And you know, like you're talking about chance meetings when you see people you haven't seen in a long time. We got to catch up. I mean, we catch up now with social media, but like back then, it wasn't social media is now.
That picture I posted of people like now.
Uh-oh, someone's sound coming in crazy.
Hey, Shane, John wanted to ask me if you saw that picture he posted of you, him, and who?
I did.
Floyd, what'd you think of that?
Oh, that was fun times, man. It brought back, I was
fun
like, that was at Lisa Canales' house, I think, one of the little staff height parties we go to, basement parties or whatever. Yeah, it was fun. I remembered that when you shot that. I forgot all about that. That was fun.
So.
Well, folks, we got someone else who wants to be on board here. I just wanted to say, are you still with us, Calley? Oh, they're talking. What are they doing? Are they motioning? You're motioning still. Are you doing signs there, Dave?
No.
Are you throwing signs?
No. I'm trying to talk to my son over there. He's asking me something.
Cheating on me.
Yeah. I'm giving away cheating signals there, Rodney. I'm giving away the answers again, like usual.
Hey, David Calley, do y'all know? I don't know if you know. My cousin is Darren DiOrio. You know him?
Yes, sir.
Darren DiOrio is my cousin.
Yeah, him and Jessica used to be Dodson are married. They recently relocated back east to my neck of the woods in Virginia. They live south. Yeah, I didn't know if you knew him. I thought LaMarsna was friends with him or had classes with him too. That's why
John was friends with Darren. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, he's back. He's back this way now.
Nice.
I have a room for someone else on the couch here. If you would scoot over and make some room on the couch. Thank you, Shane. She's sitting next to you. Look. I couldn't get Philip Rivers, but how about Toya Rivers in the house? Uh-oh. She black screen. Why isn't it coming on? Toya Rivers. Oh, why isn't it coming through? Toya Rivers. Uh-oh, she's frozen. Maybe she's got back.
I don't think she's here, Rod.
She's left the building. Oh, she's trying to see. Mr. Cox Cable, hook these people up, Mr. Cox Cable. You're our IT man of Peptide WiLDCaT Chat. Is
appointment
only. Special private message, Mr. Shane Gentry, for your at-home syncing up. Look at him. Well, hey, I want to show you guys something. I'm mailing it out today to a one of Rachel's supporters over the years. I'm periodically I paint them pictures, and I want to show you. Wait, is she back? Oh wait, hold on 1 second, Gup. I want to show something real quick. Don't go anywhere. So I want to show you guys something. This lady has fought 3 different cancers. So she has 3 different cancer colors. You know how cancer, like breast cancer, is pink, and then the other cancer is a dark blue, and then a burgundy. And she likes light towers. I just want to show you what I've been up to. I do other stuff besides the chat, believe it or not. Yeah, see, there's more hours in there. Let me show you this real quick. I'm mailing this bad boy out. She loves light towers.
Nice.
I don't know if you see that good enough.
Oh yeah, I love the hues on that one.
That's great.
There you go. My first light tower. It took me a while to kind of get the colors down.
I'm loving that.
Can you tell?
That looks great, Rod.
With art there.
That looks great.
Yeah, I just started. Here's the closest. See my birds. Where's the birds in there? See my birds?
Nice.
Nice.
And the birds flew away. Okay. No, I started in December with getting into painting and everything. It's been fairly recent, and I didn't realize how much I was enjoying. Oh, Gup, I should have went on to Gup, like he bounced out already. See, people tease me all the time. They're like, knock, 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 then they run away. No, but no, I encourage you guys and anyone else watching this, if you haven't tried just about anything out on arts and craft or music or whatever it is, give it a shot. You'd be surprised if you'll hit the right thing right on the nail on the head, and it gets super easy for you. You'd be surprised. I never thought it'd be entertaining.
I got something to share, I guess. You said being creative.
Yeah.
I mentioned I have a 9-year-old son, and one of his interests are Legos, and he likes to recreate scenes from movies or whatever he's feeling he's playing with his little Lego people. So I constructed this, and I'll tell you the material here just a second.
Uh-oh.
So,
welcome to Shane's living room.
This is a space station made of Legos.
What?
That I made for him because he asked me to. See the solar panels? Yeah. And the body is actually made of a paper towel roll and white electrical tape and nothing else but like Legos. He's got a little docking station. Anyway, he liked it.
That's awesome, man.
As long as he was happy, I was cool. He makes me make things with Legos.
There you go. So
have you seen Lego Masters, Shane?
I haven't. Just Lego Movie 1 and 2.
So Lego Masters is like a show where they have like team people that actually like do builds. It was awesome.
No, I know what show you're talking about.
Yeah.
I hear a lot of hype about it, and I want to watch one. But those are like full-grown ass adults, like making the intricate things, right?
Yeah, it was awesome.
LaMarsna's back.
There he is.
There he is.
Calley, no, wait. Him and Calley are in different rooms, the same house.
So Rod, see, just like in high school, I had to help him figure it out.
See?
Can you guys hear me?
See, I need you and Shane, the Cox cable guy, to make sure you stay on board. You're in our circle for your IT and influence needs. What's up, Sean? John?
Yes.
Oh, you hear me? Okay. It sounded like you got on a train when you left.
Yeah, it's
perfect timing.
Yeah.
So what all you guys been doing, man?
Just, you know.
Where are you at? You're in Orange County?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I think that's Calley. Is it gets a background noise there? He's walking through the house. Yeah, I'm still in Orange County. Oh, John. John's connection issue. Oh, there he is. There he is.
And then where's Dave at?
Dave's not here.
Hello, Vradenburg.
Great
movie.
There.
I'm up north of Toronto.
Nice. And what about you, Shane?
I am near DC, about 20 minutes outside of DC. DC, Northern Virginia.
Let's see if these will work.
Nice.
I gave him some headphones.
I came to DC a number of times over the. Well, it's been a couple of years now, but I think I did about 5 or 6 trips there for business. I was working, doing some mobile app development for a company in DC area. Was down there.
Nice.
Yeah, it was really fun area actually. Sort of staying at the hotels in the evening. You could just hop on the tube and head up to like the mall and stuff. And,
oh yeah, the metro. Yeah.
Yeah, it was gorgeous up there.
You lost you, John. We can get a shot of your hat.
The traffic.
I know. I was trying to put my earbuds in there so you can hear me.
There you go. What'd you say, Shane? Sorry, man.
Referencing Vradenburg, I said the traffic is as shitty as LA.
Oh yeah, it's bad.
Well, not now, but normal.
Yeah.
Every day's like Sunday now.
Yeah.
People lose their mind and go 90 everywhere.
Great metro system, though. I really quite enjoyed using it.
Pretty efficient. Yeah, everybody. You can move right along. There's no chaos or anything.
Yeah.
Nice. What you drinking there, Mr. Calley?
My Modelo's still. I'm off tomorrow. Tomorrow's my day off, so I can enjoy it.
Oh yeah.
Days off tomorrow.
Right.
Oh,
the stakes aren't high now because he's like, you know what? I can sleep till noon.
So you guys ever come back around this way or?
I haven't been back for a little while, but I would like to get back. I think my dad's up near Fresno. Haven't been there for a while, but next time I come, I was thinking it'd be fun to do a little trip down to Bakersfield and maybe even bounce over to Taft.
Yeah, we need to have a big get together, man, a little gathering or something.
Yeah, should we do like a 30th or something?
Well, I was gonna say, are we gonna 30-year reunion? What, about 2 years away?
Yeah.
Yeah. Except for Shane. Shane's the old man of the.
Maybe 06 or 07 was the last time I was there. I'm overdue.
Overdue. Hey, just so you know, Stymie was just about this close of jumping on board today, Mr. Gentry, but he's gonna shoot for Saturday. He said so.
Wait, did you say Friday? I thought you said Friday. Are you changing it?
I think we'll probably end up doing both. Maybe one or the other. I was trying to contemplate. Yeah, I'm crazy. Yeah.
Wow, back-to-back billings. All right.
So more than like whoever comes on Friday probably won't be able to see him on Saturday since it is a happy hour.
He's got sponsors knocking on the door.
Oh yeah, right. Hey, Toya Rivers,
John,
can we hear you? Can we hear you, Toya?
Hi.
there she is.
What's going on, Miss Rivers?
Oh,
Rivers.
just wrapping up my day. I thought I'd pop on and say hi real quick.
I can only hear certain people.
Do you remember Mr. LaMarsna?
Yeah, I see John every once in a while.
You guys already hang out.
I saw Calley not too long ago too.
Yeah?
Yeah, 1933.
Yeah. You know, us Bakersfield people, we hang out every once in a while.
Yeah, Toya,
you know, Rod, make your way down this way.
I know.
What's funny is last time YeNDoR'S
the smoke clears up over.
Last time Toya got on, Rod goes, "What's wrong, Toya? Did you eat something sour?"
Well, I couldn't figure out what was going on with my screen. It was all weird.
Well, because she was like...
This is a new platform for me. I use Zoom all day long. So it just wasn't connecting. Something was being weird.
Yeah. But you know, it's in infancy, this whole process, you know, so we're kind of like learning as we go, which kind of makes it interesting at the same time, maybe, you know. What?
No, you don't.
Oh no, shoot.
Only thanks to this call, Shane. Only because of this call.
Oh, no.
That's so funny.
Now, I, on the other hand.
All right, boys and girls. Well, you guys have a good one. And maybe I'll catch at you at the next one or something.
All right, John.
Are you leaving again, John? I just got here.
Take care.
Come back to it.
All right, John. Take care, brother.
The horse. Remember that?
Okay, I got a guy that wants to come on right now that's out of left field. And closer to Mr. Gentry's era.
Oh, no.
Ooh, the anticipation, right? That's what I like about this part of the job, I guess. It's not really a job, but I'm like, you guys don't know who's in my lounge, and I do.
You like the power too much.
How about Mr. Victor Settles in the house? Everybody's
Oh, my cousin, huh? That's my cousin right there. That's my cousin.
Oh,
are you in bed?
I think Victor's on. He's got his. He's on mute.
He's muted.
Victor's on mute.
Live from bed. It's Victor.
He's muted himself. You're on mute, Vic.
Okay, did I miss something? Are David and John at the same house?
We are.
You're not crazy, Toya.
We like to drink, Toya. You already know this.
Okay, there it is.
I know this, but I didn't realize you were at the same location.
What's up, Victor? How you doing, brother?
He couldn't figure out how to make it work.
Okay.
Victor on the couch.
I'm in my bed. I'm taking it.
Tell John to pipe down.
Do you eat off your chest when you're like that?
Yeah, sometimes.
Put your beer like right there.
Yeah, you sit right there.
That's funny, man. So what's going on with you, Mr. Victor?
Oh, it's same old. Been working and keeping busy. I'm living in Texas now.
Yeah.
What part of Texas are you in?
In San Antonio.
Oh, okay.
San Antonio. How's brother John doing?
He's doing good. He's over there in
Pismo.
Pismo or San Luis Obispo, something like that. He's like a respiratory therapist over there.
Well, he's in demand right now, right?
Huh?
He's in demand right now.
Oh yeah. I keep
coronavirus and everything else going on. Oh
yeah.
Man.
And I'm working as a OR nurse.
Oh really?
Army hospital in Bamsey. And my sister Wendy, she's a pediatric ICU nurse in Santa Barbara.
Wow.
Yeah, we've been busy.
Nice, man. There's a lot of people that jumped over to Texas from Taft.
Yeah, I saw Buford. I don't know if you know John Buford, but he lives here in San Antonio too. And,
John Buford.
Remember Buford?
Yeah, so that's a Belridge kid. So you guys, us Belridge kids stick together.
But
Victor, remember the dirty bedroom?
Oh yeah, I remember.
Founding members, remember?
I remember. You guys were crazy, man. I remember one time. What was it? I think it was Flint Crane. That guy was crazy online, and we had to do like the gauntlet or something. And he was up against me, and I was just looking at me. He just was going to look at me insane, crazy. And when they said, when Coach Brown said go, he just slammed into me. But I stayed up, and I tried to look tough, but oh my God, I was hurt. I was like hit by a train, man. That was insane.
I'll just sum it up as this great character building. It was fun. Made us better, right?
What's that?
Made us better, right?
Oh yeah, that was all good. Dad nabbit.
Dad nabbit.
Brown would always say that all the time.
Gotcha. Well, yeah, I was asking the question earlier, just throwing it out there. I could ask you too, Toya. Was there anything back in high school that we didn't know about you, that we anything curious or anything you're doing now that's such a random thing about you that you'd like to share?
I know back then. I would like to share. I know back then I used to drink a lot of beer. I know that.
Oh, we knew that. We knew that.
When was that?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, a lot of people didn't. I remember when I went to the first party in Taft, because, we always did our drinking in Belridge. I went to one of those little out in the field parties, and Ramirez, he saw me, he freaked out, because he was like, "You drink beer?" And, oh, hell yeah, man. I just drink it. I slam it.
That was the same reaction I got when I showed up to my first party in Taft.
Hey, for those who watch this and don't know what a field party is, would someone like to explain what's a field party?
Does anybody go to Taft that doesn't know what a field party is?
You never know. Maybe they didn't go out.
Let's just say there's outside listeners. Okay.
All right.
Small town America. The trappings of small town boredom, desert, oil town, not much to do. Internet wasn't around.
No.
So you play the Mr. to buy you some alcohol, or older cousin or brother, the cool uncle, gets you alcohol. Or somebody can land a keg, and you find a good hub out in the dirt in the field in the sagebrush. And there you have it. Everybody.
Well, there's
Center Street. That's where you got the word where the next party would
That's
be.
what I was gonna say. That's where it all kind of. Okay, we got the beer.
From here.
We got the location. Nobody has a cell phone. Where do we find these people? And then we would just all cruise Center Street till somebody veered off and said, "Okay, we got a place," and then we would all go there. At least all the cooler kids would go. That's where I would get all stranded. But would you say, Dave?
I think we used to drink quite a bit of beer out in Belridge too, though. Victor would vouch, and there was a few champions who made it out our way.
We've made a few pyramids of beer cans, that's for sure.
So yeah, it's like the least populated, the more you could drink. The McKittrick kids could really pound them.
McKittrick kids.
Yeah. See, Matt beer.
So where did you like to taste your beverages at, Toya?
Where or what?
Did you go at halftime at the football games at the bleachers, or where'd you go?
To be 100% honest, I really didn't drink much in high school.
You didn't underage drink? What's wrong with you?
Well, I'm sure, Rod, you can remember, and I know Shane does too. I had a very, very strict mother.
Yeah.
So I was very careful. I would go to parties. I usually did the driving most of the time because I was too scared to go home drunk. On the few occasions that I did, all hell broke loose. So, yeah.
She just laughed at all of us fools, pretty much.
So I just hung out and just pretty much, every once in a while I would, I just go wherever, and then, I might have a drink or two, but I didn't get really drunk at a lot of parties in high school.
Hey, since we're talking about it, who can recall the first time they got drunk or they drank? Does anyone have any peculiar stories? I'm kind of curious.
I could do that. I could do that if we really want to go there, but.
We're there, Dave. We're there.
I was actually, it was my first time cruising Center Street in Taft, and I was with Chris Bledsoe and I forget who else, and decided to drink some Red Hot Snops, and and then I decided to eat some Reese's peanut butter cups. It's not a very good combination. Let's just put it that way. Just put it that way. It was a very bad experience. Yeah, peanut butter and cinnamon don't go together very well. Let's just say that.
I don't know if it was the first time I was drinking, but me and Matt McAfee once. I think there was one other person there as well. We had a bottle of Jose Cuervo,
that's your first time?
No, I don't think it was the first time, but it was like one of the memorable ones for sure. But
okay.
I think it was.
You just went for it, man. Huh?
You went from level 1 to level 10, right?
Yeah, I think there might have been 3 of us there. I think we finished the bottle. I think I was drunk for 6. I was drunk for so long, I was tired of being drunk. I didn't want to be drunk anymore. So,
yeah.
That's funny.
No,
I think mine was Strawberry Hill. I drank like a little sissy girl.
I think everybody got drunk off of Strawberry Hill.
Yeah.
$2 Chuck, you know.
I was always wine coolers. I didn't like beer in high school, so it was either wine coolers or Strawberry Hill.
Pearls and James.
Yep. Peach. Yep.
Hey guys, I'm gonna check out. It's been nice catching up. I'm gonna get my daughter some dinner, and I will be back on soon. It's nice talking to all you guys.
All right, brother. Hope to have you on again soon, brother.
Thanks, guys.
All right, take care, man.
Bye.
Well, Rod, actually, to answer your question, where a lot of people may or may not know about me, was it junior year?
Oh, Shane sparked up.
A friend and I, I'm not going to say the friend's name because I'm not going to out her, but most of you know my cousin was Doug Luna. And Chad Furtney, and my other friend went out for lunch, and I was hanging out with them. Well, they were getting high at lunch, and so I was like, okay, yeah, sure, why not? I'll get high, no big deal. Went back to school. You know, I was actually not feeling too high, but a little bit. And yeah, it was kind of sketch the rest of the day. I was like, oh shit, I'm going to get in so much trouble.
You thought someone's going to find out the whole time, right?
Well, I was in Mr. McMillan. You're an ass.
At least I know what you're doing when you're looking down now.
But Mr. McMillan was sitting in the classroom, and actually he wasn't referring to me. He was referring to somebody else. I think it was Cranny who was sitting in front of me, but he was talking about someone having bloodshot eyes in the classroom, and he's like looking in my direction, and I was like, oh shit, I am like busted right now. I'm so dead. But
do you remember Mr. Moore for photography?
Yeah.
I didn't have him.
That was one of my favorite classes.
Love that guy. Yeah. There was a guy that used to come in our class. Not Hasten Joke, if you can say that backwards, probably find out who that is. But he would come in and Jason Hook. Okay, there I said it. You're confused. You have this look confused. I switched it on you there. I wasn't going to say it, Jay, but you know what happened. But he'd come into class and goes, he would always have some type of wisecrack, Mr. Moore would, because Hook would just kind of look around and he would just kind of be in his days, you know, and he'd go, Jason, did you start swim class early today? You know, he'd always have this pop off like he knew what would happen, but he would just kind of just talk around it a little bit, and it was hilarious. He was all, got a little chlorine in your eyes today, Mr. Hook. It was so funny.
Yeah,
anyway,
that's pretty daring to go to class high. I know the things I did, like
right after lunch break. So after lunch, you didn't know you were gonna, you know.
Wow.
Go ahead, Shay.
Open campuses.
No, I'm just saying. Despite all the shit I did, I still didn't go to class high. I waited till after school.
You're responsible.
So responsible.
So responsible.
You're full of shit.
So was it your freshman year in high school, or was it your senior year in high school?
You know, I had to make it through the day, and at least do what I got to do, and then handle my business.
I think Victor's high right now.
Yeah,
Victor,
are you
high?
Somebody get Victor a coffee, brother.
Did Victor take a couple rips, then he got on? Is that what happened?
No, just thinking of all this. I remember I used to go to, before I'd go to school, my mom used to have this big bottle of vodka, and I'd just take a big swig out of it. And after a while, I started noticing.
Time for school.
Yeah, right before school.
Time for school.
And I remember, it started getting lower. It started looking like it was depleting. So I started putting water in it, as I was drinking it. And after a while, after months, it froze. So it was more water than alcohol. She stored it in the freezer.
Oh, that's funny.
all of a sudden my mom was like, "What the hell? How's this frozen? What's going on?" And then I realized that it was all my fault and tried to play it off. I don't think she ever figured it out, but I got smart. I got smarter than about diluting it, though, for sure.
That's funny. We used to do the same. Put water in, and my mom had like wild turkey or something. We would put water in it, and then because we used to do that. So when we had our foster daughter in the house, and she started getting a little older, I just said, like, we're going away, like, do whatever you're gonna do here, but don't put water in my alcohol.
watered down to whiskey.
That's right. And don't drink it either. Like, go get your own if you're gonna drink.
That's so funny. Well, hey guys, I'm gonna need to wrap things up. I gotta go attend to some services, but it was amazing having you guys on board today. And I want to. This is my new. What happened here? Oh, there you go. I got to throw on some glory days. Glory days. But I'm gonna do this again Friday or Saturday, and probably end up doing both because what else do we got to do, right?
Awesome. Good to see you.
But yeah, it'll be probably Friday night or Saturday by 3 or 4 o'clock on Saturday, sort of thing.
Sweet.
Sound good, guys?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Bye.
Thank you
Thanks,
for joining
Rod.
us, Mr. Victor, Miss
Bye, everybody.
Toya,
Yeah,
Shane
thanks for having
Gentry, Dave Vradenburg, and everyone else who stopped in to say hello. We will do it again, sir. Love you guys. I won't have you guys do the WiLDCaT spell out in this occasion, but maybe next time. So go practice. Go practice in the shower, okay? You're all, honey, what are you doing in there? I'm practicing. I'm just kidding. All right, guys. Love you guys. We'll talk soon.
Bye.
Okay?